I shall now recall the principal steps of the procedure in the present case. On March 1, 2024, the Republic of Nicaragua filed in the registry of the court an application instituting proceedings against the Federal Republic of Germany for alleged violations by the latter of its obligations deriving from the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, to which I shall refer as the Genocide Convention, from the Geneva Conventions of 1949 and their additional protocols, as well as, and I quote, intransgressible principles of international humanitarian law and other norms of general international law in relation to the occupied Palestinian territory, particularly the Gaza Strip. In particular, Nicaragua argues that by providing political, financial, and military support to Israel, and by defunding the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East, UNRWA, I quote, Germany is facilitating the commission of genocide and in any case has failed in its obligations to do everything possible to prevent the commission of genocide, end of quote. To found the jurisdiction of the court, the applicant invokes the declarations by which both states accept the compulsory jurisdiction of the court and the compromissory clause contained in Article 9 of the Genocide Convention. The application also contained a request for the indication of provisional measures pursuant to Article 41 of the Statute of the Court and Articles 73, 74, and 75 of the Rules of Court. Nicaragua requests the Court to indicate provisional measures as a matter of extreme urgency, pending the Court's determination on the merits of the case with respect to Germany's alleged, and I quote, participation in the ongoing plausible genocide and serious breaches of international humanitarian law and other peremptory norms of general international law occurring in the Gaza Strip, end of quote. The Registrar will now read out the passage from the request specifying the provisional measures which the government of Nicaragua is asking the Court to indicate. You have the floor, Mr. Registrar.
Thank you, Mr. President. I quote, 1. Germany shall immediately suspend its aid to Israel, in particular its military assistance, including military equipment, insofar as this aid may be used in the violation of the Genocide Convention, international humanitarian law, or other peremptory norms of general international law, such as the Palestinian people's right to self-determination and to not be subject to a regime of apartheid. 2. Germany must immediately make every effort to ensure that weapons already delivered to Israel are not used to commit genocide, contribute to acts of genocide, or are used in such a way as to violate international humanitarian law. 3. Germany must immediately do everything possible to comply with its obligations under humanitarian law. 4. Germany must reverse its decision to suspend the funding of UNRWA as part of the compliance of its obligations to prevent genocide and acts of genocide and the violation of the humanitarian rights of the Palestinian people, which also includes the obligation to do everything possible to ensure that humanitarian aid reaches the Palestinian people, more particularly in Gaza. 5. Germany must cooperate to bring to an end the serious breaches of peremptory norms of international law by ceasing its support, including its supply of military equipment to Israel that may be used to commit serious crimes of international law, and that it continue the support of the UNRWA on which this organization has counted and based its activities.